What's up, everybody? We're here at the cabin today. If you listen to the podcast, if you've watched these videos, you've heard us talk about it. You've heard me talk about it a lot. You can see why we call it the cabin. They're behind me. Today, what we're going to do is get these plots ready. You can kind of see that back there. This really small micro plot, you can call it. We got the mower out here. There's a lot of dead grass and stuff from where we sprayed it, so I'm going to get that out of the way so we can come in and disc it this afternoon and get it planted. We got some rain hopefully coming in within the next 7 to 10 days, so I'm going to try to get this done. It is late, but it's not as the latest I've ever planted them. So a little bit about this place. It's the smallest piece of property I hunt. It's only 10 acres, but it's also one of the most consistent at producing chances at big bucks. There's a few reasons that go into that. It hunts really big for 10 acres. I've actually got 3 different spots on it that I could see different deer at and not see them at the other 2 spots. It's got some hardwood timber on one corner of it, which is where I have one stand. We've got a couple food plots on it, so it does have a little bit of food. There's not a lot of food in this area, which is part of the reason we draw some of the bucks in. You probably have to go a mile, maybe a mile and a half to get to the nearest ag field from here, which is considerable distance for daytime movement especially, so that's one of the reasons. It does have a lot of good thick cover on it. Some of it's not good cover, which we're going to do some stuff about that this winter. My original plan that I talked about on the podcast was come in and clear some of that out and make the food plot to the north of this spot bigger. Kind of going to put that off till this winter, early next spring now. Just kind of decided it would be better just to go ahead with what we've got, get this stuff planted, and then be rolling here in the next couple weeks being able to hunt it. But like I said, today we're just going to mow the 2 plots, and then we're going to come back in and disc it. I'll show you guys the blind that we got set up. If you follow us on Instagram, you saw it yesterday. I'll show you guys that. You can see that oak tree behind me. That's actually where the stand is for this plot. So let's get to it and check back in at the other plot. Okay, so we just finished up mowing the second plot. You can see it behind me. Another really small plot. Like I said, it's just 10 acres, so we don't have a lot to work with anyway. But my original plan for this year was to push all of it that way and then back that direction as well. But that's what we're going to do in the winter, like I talked about earlier. I'm actually standing here in front of the blind that I was talking about. You can kind of see it there behind me. Just built like a 4-foot platform for the ground blind. Stuck it on that, so something to get up off the ground a little bit, because as you can see here behind me now, there's a little trail that the deer will come through, and really it's too close to the blind, but it's kind of the best we got for this spot. So when the blind was on the ground, it was really tough if a deer come out of there. It just looked right in the blind at you from 5 yards. So being up off the ground just a little bit, I think is going to help a lot. Our window's probably 6 foot off the ground now, so 6.5 maybe. So that'll help with that, I think. That was really kind of the idea behind the platform. We'll see how it works. We got the camera on there as well. Just pulled the card on it. It's only been there a couple days, but we'll see if we got anything from it. But yeah, now we're just gonna get back here and disc this. Actually, there's a lot of bare dirt looking at everything after I mowed it, so whatever we can bring up discing it'll just be a bonus. Work it up this afternoon and then get it planted, and then we'll be set for hopefully rain coming in. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so we weren't able to get out here the other day when I did the video on the mowing and stuff because we had some issues with trailer tires, so got that taken care of, and right here today we're gonna disc up these plots over here at the cabin and get them sowed. We got some rain that's supposed to be coming in within the next week, so hopefully that happens. If not, we'll maybe have to figure something else out. But that's the plan for today. Gonna pull a card on a camera that I didn't pull last time. We'll see what's on it and then get all this worked up and planted. So hopefully the next time you guys see this plot, it'll have some nice green to it. both the plots seeded. So now hopefully all that's left to do this year to these plots is hunt them and not find out a way to get water on them. As long as we get that rain that we're supposed to get here within the next 7 days or so, we should be in good shape. So I'm gonna put a mock scrape here on the other side of this plot, opposite of this blind, but turn this camera back on, and then, like I said, hopefully next time we're out here, we'll be hunting.